Good evening, everyone. I'm Susie Garrow.
And I'm Bill Griffith, and tonight for Tyler Mathis, and always glad to be with you here, Susie.
Same here.
Chaos in Iraq has created turmoil in the oil and gas markets, as you know, and today President Obama was very clear. The United States will increase support for Iraqi security forces, but he reiterated that American forces will not be returning to combat. The president's comments came as the Iraqi government tried to prevent an advance into Baghdad by Sunni militants. And while the president spoke, oil prices continued to rise. Brent topped $115 a barrel during the day for the first time this year, while West Texas Intermediate, the U.S. benchmark, rose a fraction to $106.43 a barrel. Michelle Caruso-Cabrera is on the ground tonight in Iraq.
After many consultations with his national security team over the last week, President Obama said today he is willing to take limited military action in Iraq, but only under certain circumstances.
Because of our increased intelligence resources, we're developing more information about potential targets associated with ISIL. And going forward, we will be prepared to take targeted and precise military action if and when we determine that the situation on the ground requires it.
He was quick to follow up and say that the number of personnel would be limited to only 300 military advisors.
American combat troops are not going to be fighting in Iraq again.
As he spoke, the battle for Iraq's largest oil refinery in Beji raged on. The Associated Press taking photos of smoke rising from the facility and of militants controlling checkpoints and a seized Iraqi Humvee. With the Beji refinery still inoperative, gas lines have grown even longer in the neighboring region of Kurdistan, where hopeful buyers waited hours and hours in line in 110-degree heat. This refinery in Kurdistan is operating at full tilt, but has the capacity to process only 100,000 barrels of crude oil per day, not enough to offset the 300,000 barrels worth of capacity lost at Beji. For Nightly Business Report, Michelle Caruso-Cabrera, Northern Iraq.